Guys, it's a pleasure to meet with you all again.
And who are we, guys? We are the Discreet Few.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hey Nate, how you doing?
Thank
You know,
you
I'm doing
finally
all right.
got here. You made it. It's
Yeah, just in time, just in
Did
time.
you just join?
Yeah. I
Is it the
actually can't
quietest?
believe that I'm here.
Good.
Mhm.
Why? Why can't you believe that you're here? Bring me through the steps. Why can't you believe that you're here right now?
what led
Go
you to
ahead.
believe this?
Well, I was trying to make some food, and a band of ninjas came, started
a
attacking
band.
me.
What instruments
But
did you play?
they had at least an organ, an
Oh.
accordion, a banjo, and a harmonica. The fifth one
Mhm.
just kind of sat there. He held spoons, didn't play them.
Hell,
Maybe he
Okay.
bends them.
Maybe.
were they wooden or were they metal?
Oh, they were metal. They like
Mm.
the instrument.
Well, there's wooden spoons as well.
I've never heard of those.
I have a pair right there. I'll show you next time you mosey on around.
I felt you point at them.
Well, to disappoint, I didn't this time because I'm not sure exactly where they are. Like I'm like 95% certain they're on top of my bookshelf, but I'm not standing at this moment.
You could have guessed.
Well, that's I'm 95% sure they're there. And then they do the clickety clack.
So Nate had to deal with some ninjas today. Five
Yes.
of them, one with spoons.
Mhm,
What
mhm.
about you, Hypno? What was on your docket?
Oh, many things.
Did you also deal with ninjas?
Not so much ninjas. I had to hop across some crocodiles. Dodge some traffic. Just too much. Some lockdowns happening. I had to sneak my way through the shadows under the sewers to get home. Hence the crocodiles.
Or were they like Teenage Mutant Ninja Crocodiles, or
Uh,
did they talk to you? I'm confused.
So they're a little more middle aged, I'd say. I saw some receding brow lines. The ridges weren't as stiff. Things of
You know,
like
I don't
They had
know.
pill planners.
they had what?
Pill planners?
Pill? Yes. My
What?
coworker
Oh,
uses one. It's interesting.
that
Takes
took
some
me a second too.
yeah. When you all right, we're gonna get old eventually.
Monday
Yeah.
through Friday,
What
and no
what
Saturday and Sunday.
style of pill count are you gonna use? Are you gonna be like the 7, only the weekly ones? Or are you gonna have like a circle for the daily ones? Like what you gonna have?
I think I'm gonna have like the birth control ones.
Where it
Interesting.
just pops out. You
Yeah,
just like
or you like
just
twist the
peel it out.
top. I don't even think that's a real thing, but you like twist the top, and it shows the next one. It can't go backwards.
Interesting.
Someone I know
I like
has a monthly one.
Oh,
A whole month in advance they set up, which I
Damn.
think is pretty crazy.
that's dedication. But,
That's like a
good for
full
them.
3D calendar.
It's an advent calendar,
Like, you
It's-
gotta-
yeah.
but for living.
Oh God, for living in Advent.
So like,
Goodness.
do you think they're superstitious about taking that every day? I mean, they should be because if they don't, they die, right?
Well, I don't think it's as much superstitious as it is, just a fact.
Yeah, it's more of a
Mm.
science.
See, some people, used to think that superstitions were facts, right? Like that you had to do it or something bad would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like, yeah, not all people.
What are some superstitions, now you got me curious, that you guys have?
So one of the ones that I have come into contact with, if you will,
Mm.
a lot is walking under a ladder.
Oh,
Because I used to do theater in high school for the tech team.
Mhm.
And so I would always be working with ladders, getting lights up and shit. And so we had a big one. And I would just always walk under it. Like I did not ever care.
okay.
Oh, so you aren't super. You're
Yeah.
anti.
I
You're.
thought you
would
were
say,
scared.
I wouldn't say that I mean, not with this particular one. I will like knock on wood.
But like, do you think that actually has any weight to what you're
I
doing?
didn't notice anything different.
Yeah,
I had
okay.
a pretty good junior and senior year.
Well, what if like, so you said you were trying to make food before or did, so like if you put some like garlic parm, boneless nuggets, right? Hot
Sure.
take. I don't call them nuggets, they're boneless wings, but I don't want to hear it. If you throw them in the oven and you say, "Oh man, I hope these nuggets don't burn," and you knock on wood. Do you knock on wood?
Well, you don't knock on wood for that. You gotta
No,
save
because
them.
I'm actively monitoring the situation.
You're
Oh,
in
but if
charge
it
of
was
it.
like
But if it's something that is
cancer,
perceived out of my control, yeah, then that would be the situation in which I would knock on wood. Or like I'm at work and it's like, damn, it's really slow. And it's like I want it to keep going that way, so I'll knock on wood.
oh, okay. Do you think that like superstitions have any weight in like religion? Do you think there's a correlation between that?
As in, like, towards a certain entity?
Well,
Because
the thought of like if you don't do this, then something bad may happen. I guess that could also be an
I
obsessive
would
compulsion.
say I would say supernatural, but
yeah.
certainly there are many that have religious ties.
I don't think it's necessarily just religious thing either, right? 'Cause,
No.
like, I like the word that you use not superstition. What's the word? Supernatural,
Hmm.
because that's what is supernatural, but literally what it says. It's the natural world, but more and
Is
beyond our comprehension most times.
yeah, above I think it directly translates to like above the natural.
Mm. Yep. See, that
Could be
makes sense.
very
Well,
wrong.
I think that
Jamie,
would
can you
make
look that
sense.
up?
Wrong podcast.
Oh, my bad.
I was thinking the one that I like follow a lot. I don't know if you guys ever like pick up heads up pennies
Yep.
because
I
I'm like
used to.
especially if they're like older because I'm like, oh man, this could be worth money.
What about if you see one that's tails? Do you flip it heads?
No, I
No,
just
you
pick it
you
up
leave
because
it
it's a
there.
penny,
No.
honestly.
Okay, so wow, you're really
I just
not
pick up the
superstitious.
pennies.
Pinching those bitches.
Yeah.
No. I look at it. If it's tails, I'm like, I inspect it. I bend down. Someone walks by. They're like, "What is this person doing?" And if they ever ask me, I'll tell them I'm superstitious,
Mm-hmm.
and this here, I'll point at it,
The bad omen.
a very tiny penny on the ground, and I'll be like, "Hey, if this is tails, you want to pick it up? You deal with that energy. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just making sure it's heads,
Fair.
because then only good things happen."
Mm-hmm. See, if I see
Only
one
good
on tails,
things.
I'll sometimes flip it on the heads for the next person, or sometimes I'll pick it up and just like flip it in the air and walk away. So fate will decide if it's lucky or not again.
I think that's as a child what I would do. If I saw it tails, I'd flip it over for the next person.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds familiar to me.
That sounds cheating. It sounds like cheating, though.
Well, that's just wishing good upon thy next person.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one.
Goodwill.
I don't know if it's really a superstition or not, but like, do you guys throw like coins into a wishing like fountain?
I like that. I think of more just like a memento, and not that like I wish for something.
Well,
Like,
that's what if I see something and I'm like I see all the coins on the bottom like a fountain or a well, or I don't think I've ever actually seen a wishing well, if I'm being quite honest. I think
Yeah,
you
no,
see
it's
one.
always a fountain
yeah, like I don't know
where you
did
can
that come
see
from?
the coins just sitting there mocking you.
Yeah,
Just
like you can't
mock.
grab these. We'll grab them after
Man,
the
you
place
really
is
want
closed.
those coins?
Bro, I
It's
mean,
just-
there's like probably in a big mall, there's probably like $1,000 in there.
No, what's the fountains in
1,000.
Rome? You know what I'm talking
Fountains in Rome.
about? It's like they're huge. They're like I think.
Oh, the one with like it's like a multi-person statue in like a fountain too,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like on a wall.
Yep. Exactly. I can't think of the name. We're not cultured.
Well, I mean, we can recognize that it's
A thing.
historic when we see it.
This is true. And
I think you're talking about gladiators. So yeah, I have
No.
no idea.
I think it's a Trey's fountain. That's my guess. Something like that.
Sure.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Correct us in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to call us idiots.
Yeah, please call us out on our shit.
Just be discreet about it. That's all we ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No one has to know, unless they dig for it.
That's it. So here we are, and nobody has asked me about my day yet.
You know, I've been waiting for an opportunity to ask you, how is your day today?
So how is it currently?
Yeah, currently, and then how was it in the past?
Well, so currently you're here, so it's I'm struggling a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's understandable.
Before that, here's something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever start a story? I know I totally just...
You just did.
Yeah.
This is the prime example.
Oh my goodness. So, you guys ever in the morning, like, if you tell someone how your day went, do you say, "Oh, well, I woke up"? Like, do you start it with that?
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, though.
Well, because obviously you woke up.
Every day for everybody has always started with waking up, and if you didn't, you wouldn't be telling what you did.
What if you?
Yeah, we could always just assume that you woke up since you're standing in front of them.
Exactly. So instead of starting it with, "Oh, I woke up today," start it with,
"I did my morning routine."
"Yeah, I magically awoken." No, that doesn't sound. "I woketh upon thine hose."
Why you start with like, well, like the first time you see someone, you ask like, "Oh, how are you?" And like my go-to is always, "I can't complain yet." Yet.
I actually came in contact with someone the other day. I asked them. I said the exact thing. I said, "Hey, how's your day going?" And he goes, "I'm breathing." And I have never, outside of the friend group that we're in, like, heard that from like a random person to me, a stranger to them. Like,
that's true.
And something I told him, I was like, man, I feel that, and I go, "Have a great day. Enjoy."
Mm-hmm. My new one is I'll put my fingers to my wrist and just go, "I'm pumping."
Pumping.
Yeah.
Pump up the jam.
Do you guys have jam or jelly, speaking of?
Right now I have jam, but like I'm a variety man. Like preserves, I'll fuck with preserves.
Preserves. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sometimes they got good motherfuckers, like strawberry preserves. Know what I'm saying?
I don't like strawberry. It's grape only. Sorry.
That's really?
Wow.
Like I got a peach amaretto
got a grape
jam
supremacist here.
Yeah, a grape.
How do you feel about raisins?
No. I don't feel about them.
I see. He has a lack of
He's so scared, he avoids the thought.
He's scared.
I'm scared of raisins. They're dried up grapes or something. I don't know.
That's exactly what they...
Yeah, but you're like, what am I gonna go to a beach, like throw out some grapes on like the sand, and then like after an hour go back, and I'm like, raisins, and then like then I gotta put
because you're at a beach and the fucking seagulls will get them.
Oh yeah, they
no. Every few minutes I'm going up with a broom saying, shoo.
Yo, you can't fend them off for that long. They're ruthless.
Yeah,
they're ruthless.
A few will, get away.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but I have birds.
You're not the bird whisperer, though.
You're right. I'm the kingpin. No, I would just go caw, and they'd know I'm chill, and they'd wait for them to become raisins.
And yeah, you'd give them a few as a reward for their patience.
Do you guys know about that study?
The what?
It just reminded me of it because you said
I don't know what quote that study is.
So.
Oh, the marshmallow?
Yeah. See,
yes,
you do know.
Yes, I definitely know.
I love it. Like, it's just...
What is this?
Yeah, you totally just out of the loop. Let's keep talking about it without explaining it.
Yeah, would you like to?
Yeah. So, Nate, there's this it's a psychological experiment. I'm sure after I talk about it for like 30 seconds, you'll know. They take a kid, they throw him in a room, and they tell them, like...
Oh, yeah, don't touch the marshmallow.
And it will be back in 5 minutes. And if you haven't taken a bite or eaten the marshmallow, we'll give you a second marshmallow. And man, it's excruciating to watch these kids because that's a delayed gratification kind of exercise. Which I find fascinating because it shows that, I mean, if you did that with adults, except with like a $70 steak, I'm sure they'd have trouble too,
Oh, yeah, because you also don't want to get cold.
Mm-hmm. It's like the second one will be fresh, but the first one's going to be eh.
I feel like even adults would have a hard time with a marshmallow.
Really?
I think so.
I think it's very dependent on their impulse control.
Yeah.
Most people don't have good impulse control, but that's why we consume. But
yeah.
More.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how we survived, but what is there to impulse on sometimes? Like, what's your most recent impulse buy, would you say?
Without thinking, I'm thinking too much about
You're
this.
thinking.
Nate, I don't know. You go.
I have one.
What was the last thing you bought?
My desktop speakers were my last impulse buy.
Well, why do you consider that an impulse buy now?
Well, I mean, because I like barely had the money for it.
Okay.
And I just really was tired of listening to things through headphones. So
Understandable.
Oh, I got one. I literally 3 hours ago. I think I told this to you. I went to PetSmart to pick up some spray cleaner for cleaning cages, and I saw that bird toys were buy three get one free. So I was like, but is that like, I don't know, is that an impulse buy?
I would consider an impulse buy because did you need it?
I mean, they could use them, but like the price, that like cut an additional $8 off of what it would be had I gone in any other day and decided to get toys.
So, so wait, you weren't planning on buying the toys on that trip, were you?
Not at this exact moment,
So
no. But it was coming up.
Okay.
it was coming up. So it was your forethought.
What's your latest?
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
I have no sunglasses.
We don't need those. We should stare directly at the sun. You're right.
I don't know about that one.
Like driving to work's getting a little tough with my light eyes.
I feel that.
I know, Nate. You don't have. What color are your? Aren't they brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? Mine are green, and I recently learned because I was reading up on them because my eyes are also extremely sensitive to light. But the last time I went to the doctor, they actually also told me that I have naturally enlarged pupils, and I'm like, so what does that mean then? And they were basically just like, yeah, exactly. They were basically just had told me that, you just need to wear blue light blockers in every pair of glasses you get, because your eyes will kill you. And I'm like, oh wow,
Dude,
realizing
I love the blue light filters.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah,
it's nuts. Like I do try to take my glasses off now and again, just to give my eyes like, their own vibe. But we're always looking at screens.
By the way, I have light blue eyes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I probably have the lightest color eyes of the group.
You are gaslighting me right now. I don't believe that.
And I also have an eye doctor that is concerned about my me maybe having glaucoma because my, what are they called? The retinas are so large.
Time to get medical marijuana, baby!
No.
God damn, that's not fun. Glaucoma's not a fun time.
Isn't that Fetty Wap?
What?
No, Fretward Wap has no, yeah, it is glaucoma.
Yeah.
Oh. I wonder, do you think contacts could lead to that?
Yes, if you keep them in your eyes for too long.
Oh.
I think they can.
Well, so are you going to switch back to glasses?
No. It's like if you keep the same pair for like a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I have glasses. I wear them every night, but like I don't.
Don't they literally sell contacts made to be worn like a week?
They do.
You just gotta put them in some like salty water or something.
I was actually just given an ad for a 30-minute procedure that puts it's like an optical implant of contact lenses. Yeah.
So basically LASIK without LASIK.
Yeah. It's like a physical LASIK.
That's interesting.
That they like somehow bolt onto your eyes.
What?
Bolt?
Yeah.
I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, no.
I mean that's what they're doing.
So they sit you down, they lay you down, and they're like, all right, we're gonna start with the procedure.
They apply something to your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. So they take the little I forgot what we're talking about. Contact.
It's like a plastic lens, it looked like in the ad.
Yeah. And then they take a screwdriver. And... Yeah, okay. No. It's making sense to me. But I can't do contacts overall anyway, even if I wanted the screwdriver treatment. Because I just can't touch my eyeball. I don't.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Oh yeah, I've never had a problem with that.
It doesn't sit well with me.
You know. You don't. It's.
I mean, that's very fair. That's like a healthy thing to do.
Have you seen the guys and girls who get tattoos in their eyes and shit? Or see
like
the
on their
nails
eyelid.
in their eye. Like that shit's
Yeah.
nuts.
Not about that.
No.
I would not do that for myself.
Oh God, no. Like I can't imagine getting anything with that's a needle close to my eye. Like no thanks.
Yeah, no, that's like when people get piercings or something on their like coochie area, or
Oh my God, yeah, no.
I don't get it, or their nipples. I don't know. That's like that's so sensitive. I can't.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
point
it's
for the
fair.
nipples. It makes them even like it's supposed to be like a good thing.
You hear that, Nate? You should try it out.
No.
On his third one.
On his third one. Took me a second. I forgot you had 3 of them.
That's right. Yeah, totally.
Well, what do you mean? Why sound like you're lying?
What? No, I totally have three nipples.
So, do you guys think? Sorry for like cutting you off, but I really don't care what you were saying about your
I
nipples.
wasn't saying anything.
You brought up your third nipple. Yeah, all right, whatever. Do you think that like so Star Wars world, you know? Do you think that Master Yoda has a third nipple? We know nothing about his
He
race.
probably has 6.
We've never seen him without a shirt.
This is true.
Like
That's
he
ironic.
probably
I have
has
no
6.
idea. That's what made him so powerful. Probably were all the nipples.
Yeah, it's where they store the Force.
Each Jedi's power was equivalent to the size of their areola.
That's it. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. That means Rey probably has such tiny nipples.
Oh yeah, no, she's basically wearing skin pasties always.
Nate, did you see the sequels?
No, I don't think so.
7, 8, 9? Yeah.
Maybe.
You could see like half of one.
I think I saw them. I don't know.
I'm sure you did, but they're
How many are there now?
Well,
9
3.
in total of the
3 more.
Skywalker saga.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw them all. I just don't remember them.
It's interesting they named it Skywalker Saga. I mean, it is because it's the tragedy of Anakin. But
No, there's only one tragedy. The tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Thank you.
Have I ever told you about it?
Oh, many times.
I'll go off, King.
It's funny because the sunglasses I bought are also Yoda themed.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're pretty sick, honestly.
I was seeing.
Did I send you them?
Me? Yeah. I helped you pick them.
Yes. I sent it to you, my sister, my mom. I sent 2 different, the Han Solo one and the R2-D2 ones were cool, but they were sold out.
Do you guys wear watches like regular? Oh wait, Nate, I know you do, but Hypno, do you?
I've been meaning to wear my smartwatch again, but like it's getting old, so it's just.
Nah, the Gear S3 Frontier is the top tier smartwatch. But anyway, do you wear
one,
regular watches? No, that's the one that we have. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. With the dial.
Yeah, the dial's great.
But so, irregardless, which isn't a word. Do you guys? So I saw. Not do you guys? I asked that. Fossil. They have some really sick Star Wars ones that I just saw recently, and there's a C-3PO one. We're not sponsored by them, but we could be.
One day, hopefully, I'd rock that.
But they had a C-3PO one, and it's like square, and like the dials and everything are like his face. It looks sick. Just $270 or something.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's what I don't know. My smartwatch can tell me the time and play music.
Yeah, and a lot more.
But what can a regular old watch do?
I like the watches that are like art pieces. Like Nate, you have I can't remember what it was, but it says words on the hour in the hand.
Let me see. I think it's Remember You Will Die.
Yeah, it's Memento Mori. Like that kind of stuff I find really cool. Like if it's an art, it's just some unique conversation starter, so to say.
Yeah, it is a nice piece, especially if someone sees that they're like, "Oh, that's pretty cynical," and then you're like, "Well, it's actually whatever your what is your
view?
To
live every day.
Yeah, is that what it helps you what does for you? I don't know how to ask that question.
Well, it's just kind of like like Carpe Diem type.
Mm-hmm.
Memento Mori, definitely. Literally, I mean, the words are literally Memento Mori, but it's kind of to evoke me to, live more fearlessly and kind of
Just two things.
Yeah, do what I would like.
It's kind of like the ring that says, "Remember, this shall pass."
Ooh, this too shall pass.
Yeah, that.
I love that saying.
That's great. Because it's time's an
True.
ever forward march. You're always in the present.
Yeah, that's something actually that I've been like kind of trying to be more mindful of when talking about when thinking about being in the present and being in the now, whatever. Because I sit and I start thinking, and then I'm like, wait a minute, nothing matters really that happened in the past because it'll never happen again, and what's the reason? And the future doesn't exist either. Literally, the only minute that exists is this millisecond that just passed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird.
The past is for lessons and learning, but you can't spend your time always studying. You need to be a hands-on learner.
And the future is for stressing and worrying.
No, the future is for faith and belief in yourself and your choices that you will make, knowing that you are going to continue to do what is best for you. I mean, not everything. Obviously, there are things we want to plan for, but nothing can be in stone because once it's in stone, then it becomes challenged and broken.
Then it becomes the Bible. Oh. See what I did there?
No, but like.
Wasn't it written on a stone?
Yeah, no, it was.
The Ten Commandments.
The Ten Commandments.
Oh. As you can tell, I know nothing about that.
I mean, it's nice to know because it is a good way to teach morals and things, at least in my opinion. But I don't think it's necessary as long as you actively try to be a better person. That's all it takes. Just be better than you were yesterday. That's all I say to people.
That's another thought that I've trying to be following too is you should not compare yourself to anybody else.
Only yourself.
Because you're first of all, no matter what anybody says, you're your own worst enemy. You're your biggest critic, right?
Right.
So no matter what anybody else says, if it winds up hurting you, and this comes to feelings and stuff, it's only because of an insecurity that you have, and that because otherwise, why would you get upset about it?
And we always see ourselves in other people, whether you like them, hate them, love them, loathe them, etc., etc., etc. You're just seeing reflections of yourself. Because the question always comes back to is, who are you? What are we? Like you mentioned earlier with Rain. They had that cleansing thing, I think you said.
Oh, yeah. So before we had started recording, I was talking about Bertcast. I love Bert Kreischer. Come on the podcast. But he was talking to Rainn Wilson from The Office, and he was talking about how spiritual he's learned to be, and yeah. I forget what your question was because I got so excited over Bert Kreischer.
Can we pause? Let's do a shout out. We love that man.
I do.
His movie's coming out.
I'm so excited.
I would love to see that movie. It's such a good story, and what's his name? Mark Hamill's in it.
Yeah. Who would have thought that Luke Skywalker would be Bert Kreischer's dad?
The saga continues.
Imagine. Oh my goodness, can't wait to see it. Yeah, I love you, Bert. Anyway, spirituality, it's great.
Yes, it is. It's
nice to be
so many doors and so many different levels.
It's mindfulness that I think is the important part.
Yep.
It's tough. How are you mindful, Nate, other than your mental memory?
I don't know.
I can give you one. He's mindful that if he eats bread, he'll die.
Oh shit, that's
true.
Yeah. That is mindfulness.
He's aware of the fact. I'm being they say there's only two religions, which is interesting.
Who's they?
I don't know.
Thank you.
There's Western religion and Eastern religion, where Western religions look upward to something greater than themselves, and they have faith in that higher being, and they try to align themselves with that being so they can attain that higher level. Whereas they say Eastern teachings it's to make yourself very still and feel everything around you, feel the smallest detail.
That's like Buddhism.
Yeah, that's that stuff. Yeah. To where you feel what the universe is supposed to guide you through. So in Western religion, you're looking to something for guidance, and with Eastern religion, you're kind of like feeling the guidance in a sense. I'm definitely explaining the Eastern.
You're probably butchering it, yeah, but I think I understand a little bit what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me it back, Nate. What did you gather from that? Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
were you taking notes?
That's what I thought.
I'd like you to gather it back.
I can, but that would just take up time. I'd rather just rewind.
Right. Yeah.
You'd rather just rewind. Try to figure out what the fuck I was saying.
We'll have that feature.
Yeah, I'll bring it back. So, Western religion.
No. Oh my goodness. So my curiosity thing, going from religion, is spirits. Are you guys drinking anything?
In fact, no, I have to drive, so I'm being a good boy.
You know me.
Not having to drive.
Whiskey man.
Not having. Oh, whiskey's nice. I had vodka sauce earlier, and I put 2 shots of vodka.
Can't drive.
Oh yeah, so you're turned right now.
That was hours ago.
That's what they all say.
Do you remember those commercials where the cops would open the door and just the liquid would just pour out?
Oh yeah, drive sober or get pulled over.
Classics.
Now, you know what I love are just like the anti-drug PSAs.
True.
I feel like I haven't really seen any of them recently.
So I haven't really seen them. Fire. Yeah, exactly. Like the girl on the couch, like flat.
Oh, yeah, she's slumped.
And it like turns to 2 other girls or whatever the fuck, and it's
she's just like this now.
Yeah, it's great. I would love to be like. She seems chill
all the time. Whoa.
Imagine being that relaxed.
Cool. Oh.
Oh my god. That cool. I mean, was it ever what's really perceived as cool, you think now? Cuz
just in popular culture?
Yeah. I feel like every generation has their own version of cool, and there's always these phases and stuff.
I'm so out of touch with news and entertainment industry and all that stuff. I simply don't care.
I feel like
I try to avoid that stuff.
It's so awful.
And so the biggest thing I would say right now for younger people, our generation included, is TikTok. Ugh. That's the biggest, if you're on it, if you're making videos, I know you guys don't have it, but I'll be scrolling through and it'll be yes, this person has 500,000 likes, this person has 17,000 likes, and then the next one it'll be this person has 3 likes, and you just I want to comment every time and be how do I break the news to you? You're not going to be big, but I let them hope, because
dude, I just lurk on social media. I rarely post. I rarely do anything there.
When it comes to Instagram, I tend to post music or, if I ever find a mindful quote or something. Mm-hmm. I am also a fan of George Carlin and his yeah, he's got some good lines of thought.
Mm-hmm. He's a unique philosopher, let's call him.
As well as, it's weird because I'll look at George Carlin and I'll also look at Alan Watts. I don't know if you know, he's also, and I'll for some reason put them on the same level.
Where they're both just people.
Of mindfulness, because one of them says things just exactly how they are, and one of them says things so eloquently and with purpose, and I don't know. Yeah. But they both convey the same, use your brain a little bit.
Again, it goes back to being mindful. What are you aware of? What are you, what's really next?
What's next? You digest?
Oh, well, no, not right now. Actually, no, hold on. Those, what are they? Are they just big taquitos? Because like the rollers,
Yeah.
they're just
They're
cylinders
large.
of chicken.
Yeah.
Are they just big taquitos? I don't know what the context was there.
The 7-Eleven rollers, sir.
Oh no, they are rollers.
Well, the
You said it
rollers
right
are,
there.
but that's not what he got.
Oh, you got. I thought you said you got a
No,
roller.
there were no
He
buffalo
wanted
chicken
to get
rollers.
rollers.
Oh my goodness, a travesty.
Truly. You know,
Those logs of chicken.
So, like, what's your go-to meal if you're in a rush? You're out and about.
Who are you talking to?
Both of you.
If
Hey,
I'm in a
you
rush,
go
I
ahead.
typically just won't eat.
Yeah, if I'm in a rush, first I'll be talking fast, but then
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends if I'm like if I'm thinking about eating, then it's like I'm hungry. But if I don't, I'm like I could last 24 hours.
Sweet Jesus. No thanks. Like, I eat like almost every 3 hours. I feel like it's just small things.
I mean, that's not like a bad thing.
Yeah.
No.
So wait. So when you say small things, all right, hear me out.
I'm talking like a bacon cheeseburger.
No. It's like, so take a bacon cheeseburger, what you just said. So yes, sort of, but it's smaller. So like it's a kid size. Is that what you're talking
slider?
about? Yeah, like do you order from the kids menu
Nah,
when you're talking?
Here, I'll take you through my eating today. You ready?
I'm ready.
Was 2 slices thick up bacon, maybe some chopped up onion, 2 mini peppers, spinach, slice of cheese, 3 eggs because they were the last 3. I usually do 2, but didn't want one just to be chilling by itself.
Splurge.
Yeah. I usually have toast with that, but this time I took 2 Belvita dips, so I had that with my coffee like later in the day. Then protein bar, banana.
Wow, can I tell you?
Yeah.
I totally have not been listening to you.
I believe you. I know, I'm a boring man.
No, I just zoned out. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just
Well,
no,
where'd that-
So
where'd
you
that
just
mine
have
go?
like a bunch of healthy snacks throughout the day.
Yeah, all I heard from you was I ate today.
Yeah. I don't know. I think about my eating so much. feel
I
like
almost
losing
forgot
weight
you
is
did
hard.
other things.
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh.
wait. You said something about the crocodiles earlier, but now suddenly you're eating 3 times
Well, I had
every 3 hours?
I had to prepare as I was going through the sewers. You don't prepare as you.
Yeah, that's
go
when
on
you had your
journeys.
granola bar.
No, it was a protein bar. Quest
Oh.
sponsor us. Let's get out there.
Here's a
Let's-
PSA for
I went on a
everybody.
quest.
He went on a quest for the quest with the crocodile, sewer crocs. Yeah. PSA by the way for our listeners. Northeast, yeah, apparently there's sewer crocs now. I didn't know, but apparently Hypno came into contact.
There's
with
always
some
news.
Are you kidding?
sewer crocs,
Yeah. Well, all right. No, you're right.
like the shoes.
What is? There is an epidemic of Crocs.
Yes,
All right.
they're awful.
Listen. I have always hated them, and I'm not a fan. Like I'm sure they're comfortable, but I have had a sudden interest because I just so happen to see like a special edition of like
course.
Pokemon ones that I really want, and I'm like,
You're giving in.
it's listen.
This peer
I
pressure.
don't even own
Your
like
marketing.
no, hush. I don't even wear like sandals or flip flops or anything. So I'm like, I feel like that's a good middle ground, kinda, because I don't like sandals or flip flops. Like they're uncomfortable.
Listen, if you wear them in the summer, you won't get dots on your feet.
That'd be
Yeah,
hysterical. What are you
polka-dotty
talking
feet.
about?
I can't let you do this in good faith.
But then I could put them into sports mode, and then I could like
Listen,
run on the sand.
Stop it. You'll get blisters so bad, so fast.
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know how much sand? It would just every time I like took a step, full with sand, empty with sand, full with sand, empty with sand.
It'd be like a rock tumbler, but for your feet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that just seems painful.
Well, sand is rock.
And
Very
tumble.
fine. And tumble. It's a manual tumble though. I guess all tumble's manual.
It's a physical process, yeah.
Yeah. Show me an automatic tumbler now.
I mean, there are
But you just said it's a
different
physical
size,
process.
different type.
A different type.
Well, what's your favorite advice to give out, so to say?
Who are you talking to once again?
Again, both of you two.
I don't know. I
jumps on
prefer a
it.
name. I prefer a name.
No,
I don't because. But what if we start talking at the same time? I would love to cut off Nate, but I just don't want to hear his voice. You know, like it's a catch-22 kind of thing.
Listen, I speak to the void, and it answers back, and it's you two at this moment.
Nate, I'd like you to go first.
I mean, I typically will just let people know that they should turn off their cars, put their keys on the dash, roll down their window, and keep their hands on the steering wheel when they're getting pulled over.
They should keep it in drive, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah,
You know
keep
what?
the cops guessing.
Keep them guessing.
A
They don't
quick
need to know.
hop off of that. I actually, when I was working today, there was someone who left their car running, but they were in our store for about an hour.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Even after us, like, pointing it out about 15 minutes in that someone's car was running, and we asked everybody whose it was. And then after an hour, she was like, oh my goodness, she ran out, she took the keys out, she got her matcha.
Oh my
It's funny
God.
because
So she was in a rush to get in.
Yeah, it's funny because when she came in, she didn't have her matcha though. So she brought it in after an hour of it sitting in the car.
That's the whole reason she
Running.
went out. She forgot her matcha, and then she noticed that her car was running.
After
No,
an hour?
an employee next door came over and said, "Hey, somebody's car is running." She didn't notice it. The car could have driven away, like Optimus Prime style.
What'd she buy? That's the question.
Dude, nothing.
That's
bought-
my guess.
She bought something, but it's, I don't know. It's a
Alright.
few things.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Too many to list. You know what I want to tell you guys / people regarding advice.
Mm-hmm.
I would like everyone, like, I don't know, not like everyone, because that's, I'm just saying if you happen to, whatever. What you could do is
Today, Junior.
I'm building up, Mr. Hip.
Oh.
So, you go outside and you so you know how what is it, hitchhiking?
Mhm.
You know how hitchhiking is illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah, in some states.
Yeah. So you start with that. You go out hitchhiking, and the first person who pulls over, no matter what, just say you're gonna treat them for White Castle.
Oh.
Whatever happens from there, I have no idea. But like I've done it before, and I wound up with White Castle. They treated and they drove me there.
You're like, hey, good idea. Let's go.
Yeah.
I could go for some belly bombers.
Yo, they're so good. Don't even.
I haven't had some in quite a long time. I can't
It's
think of
been
the
a-
last time.
Been about a year and a half for me, probably.
Wow. That sounds like
An appropriate amount of time.
yeah.
Yes.
But
Yo,
just
you'd
enough
be
time
right.
to void it
Go
from your
very
memory.
soon.
Oh.
Well,
What fest?
what about you?
About what?
I want to hear your advice. I want
My
you to tell me
advice?
something.
It all depends on the person, what they need to hear.
Hmm.
One song sounds different to a different bird's ear.
This man
He's like,
posits
let me
a
be
question
mindful.
and doesn't have an answer
Well,
for it.
Yeah.
Do you
he
ask
asked
questions
us-
you have answers to?
Most of the time, yeah.
I
then
mean, it
what are you
depends.
learning then?
No, that's not the same type of question. I'm not asking you're not asking a scientific, factual based question.
But I'm still learning and asking to learn.
Wait, here's an example. Do you want to go to McDonald's? I know I want to go.
Here,
But do you?
I don't really care about walruses, but Kyle, I
Oh.
want to know.
What about their teeth?
What do you think about walruses?
Yo, they got teeth for days. They can gnaw on me.
I want to talk to. Wait a minute. They want to gnaw on you.
Well, yeah. Aren't you scrumptious too?
I just wish I'd like them to wear like how walruses have like a very stylish mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want them to throw a tie on and like show up to a job interview.
Oh my goodness. I want them to have a pocket protector.
A pocket? They need the tape in the middle of the glasses.
Yes.
We got an AI artist on this right now. All right, quick. Someone do that. Someone go and do that.
I'll go do it
Yeah,
right
that
now.
needs to happen, honestly. He's running away.
He's running away.
Get him.
All right, the jig's up.
Mm-hmm.
Were we discreet enough?
This time, I think so.
I think we're probably discreet enough.
I guess we'll have to find out. I think that'll be it for me because I'm hungry, fellas, and I think I want to go to McDonald's now that I brought it up.
Actually, that's probably a really good idea.
When they bring spicy nugs back, I rush back.
Fair. All right, get out of here, you animals.
Yeah, have a good night.